is Shivangi Chandel, and I'm here to clarify about some queries which I am getting related to the recruitment process of Airports Authority of India as Junior Executive Air Traffic Controller. So as you people know, I'm working as Air Traffic Controller in Airports Authority of India since 5 years. So I will try to clarify this as much as possible and as per my knowledge. So please stay tuned. So अभी जो AI ने जो notification publish किया था regarding the recruitment of air traffic controller, so the last date was 14th January 2021, but it is now extended till 29th January 2021. So if you have registered the initial part, if you have just registered it and didn't complete the payment process and the other things, so you can just log into your ID and password and you can complete the process. So there is no worry, still you have time to complete the process and to study hard and complete this exam, because this is very good opportunity for all the people trying to get into some government sector job or PSU job. So total number of vacancies are 264 and this includes all the general category as well as the other categories also. So, and the educational qualification required is either BSc in physics or physics and mathematics, or BTech or BE engineering in any stream with at least 60% marks aggregate. And if you have CGPA or that kind of system, so you need to show them the conversion to CGPA to percentage, and it should be 60%, not 59.99. There is no rounding off like that. So you need to have at least 60% in your graduation. Plus for general category, the age limit is 27 years as 30th November 2020. So there are some important points for this exam. First, you need to be Indian citizen to fill this form, and the second one, if you are in your final year of graduation, you can still fill this form, but just make sure that you will be able to get your mark sheet whenever the interview is going to happen, because they will ask for document verification in the interview only. So just make sure that you will be able to have your result at that time. Let's talk about the written examination. It will be online and it will contain 120 questions of 1 mark each. So there will consist of 120 marks question. There is absolutely no negative marking, so this is a plus point. So score as high as you can. So there will be like 2 parts. First, part A will consist English for 20 marks. You will be getting reasoning for 15 marks, and you will be getting aptitude for 15 marks, as well as GS, that is general awareness and science related question, that will be of 10 marks. The next part B, will consist physics and mathematics, both 30 questions for 30 marks. So that will be like all, that will comprises of 120 marks of total. So 120 marks, 120 questions. Okay, so let's talk about the most important point which people are asking me, that what will they ask in examination in physics and mathematics. So it's my suggestion, whatever you have learned in physics and mathematics in your graduation level, so try to cover it all. Okay, they will ask not very difficult questions, they will be very basic questions, but the variety of questions will be like a lot. They will cover all the topics. Okay, so engineering people, I will suggest that if you are preparing for GATE exam also, the maths in GATE examination which is asked, you can prepare that will be sufficient to clear this maths part. And for BSc people, I will suggest the same. You can just go through that what the GATE exam syllabus is. You can prepare that, or you can prepare your book also which you have studied in your graduation. That will be also sufficient. Just make sure you have practice a lot of problems so that you can quickly and accurately can handle all the problems in examination hall. For physics, some people are recommending HC Verma, so hope you have all gone through that HC Verma, so you can just revise it quickly, and the next whatever you learn in graduation, revise that also, and try to grasp the basic level questions. They will hopefully they will not be very hi-fi questions, they will be basic but yet comprising of all the topics, because 30 marks 30 questions, so 30 questions they will try to cover all the topics whichever they will mention in the syllabus, which will come soon after the registration process will be done. Let's talk about English aptitude and reasoning. So for aptitude and reasoning, take any standard book like R.S. Agarwal, or if you have Made Easy Aptitude and Reasoning, that will be sufficient for you. Just try and try to do maximum problems and daily practice for like concepts. Remember the concepts so that you can quickly solve the problems. And for English you can use Norman Lewis or any other standard book for competitive exams. It will be sufficient. Just read the grammar rules and some vocab, it will be sufficient. And for general awareness, you can use like some Josh and Jagran, they provide the current affairs part, so you just take the printout or you can read it on your phone, that will be sufficient, I think. And it will cover only it will be of only 10 marks, so it will not be of that much it doesn't need that much preparation, which you have to put other like parts to, you have to maximize the your potential there. And first of all, that is like you have to just try to secure as much as possible in aptitude and reasoning and this part A, because what sometimes happened in the previous year also, that maths and physics sometimes it will be like very easy, sometimes it can be very tough. So at least try to maximize your score in part A, so that if part B comes out very difficult, so you will be like averaged in that, so that's okay. But try to maximize your part A, so that you can land in a good position, or a good, like you can just pass the cutoff at least. So if you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I will post as soon as possible the next video, which will consist of the salary and the training and the postings and other topics. So please, and happy preparation, do well, all the best.